Mastercam mill turn now fully supports Y-axis turning in the 2025 release. We covered the basics in a recent What's New video, so make sure to check that out. For this video, let's take a deeper look at what exactly makes up a Y-axis toolpath and how seamlessly we can integrate it into our workflow. Now in Mastercam, we want to start with our tooling. Y-axis turning starts with defining our tool holders correctly and making sure that our tool libraries are set up how we want them. Now, luckily on the Mastercam Tech Exchange, we have uploaded a tool library with all the Sandvik Y-axis turning tools. So I've already downloaded that, and it's in my library here. So I'm gonna open it up. And now you can see that we populated it with all the Y-axis turning tools. So let's leave that there. We're gonna go right ahead and make a toolpath. So Y-axis turning works on all toolpaths in lathe, and mill turn specifically, and except for B-axis turning and custom thread. So we're going to go ahead and make a roughing operation. I'm going to select the OD of the part. And now we have a couple Y-axis turning tools that populate for us. Now we can tell they're Y-axis turning tools by the icons in the bottom left. The icon on the top left tells me that this is a multi-insert cutting tool. So I'm going to go ahead and select tool 1. And I'm going to move over to my roughing parameters. Now the really nice thing about the Y-axis turning toolpath is that all of our parameters have been changed to include Y-axis nomenclature. So we can see now we have a stock to leave on Y as opposed to a stock to leave on X. So we're going to make sure that we use stock for outer boundary on our stock recognition, and we're going to regenerate the toolpath. Now when we backplot, we can see the Y-axis holder, and when we play it through, we can see that it's roughing the material just as we expect it to. Now we can also see that this insert has multiple cutting definitions. So when we do our finish pass, let's go ahead and use the other side of the insert. So I'll reselect the same geometry. I'll select the same tool that I already used, but this time when I right click, I'm going to say select insert cutting definition. Now I'll select the 55-degree insert this time. And then I'll hit the green check. Now when we backplot the finish operation, we can see we've rotated the holder so that we have the correct insert now. But the tool is staying away from the side of the part because it sees that it would gouge with the side of the insert. Now the nice thing about Y-axis turning is we can actually change that tool angle right in the tool angle dialog page. So we're going to go ahead and put in minus 25 degrees. And when we backplot this, we can see that the tool got indexed to minus 25 degrees, and that's just enough to get into the corner and clean up that corner for us. Now we're not limited to a certain angle. We can put anything between 0 and 360 degrees, meaning we can cut on the top side of the part or the bottom side of the part in relation to the Y-axis. So let's go ahead and make a cutoff tool. Now, when we talk about Y-axis turning, cutoff is usually the place we start. So we'll use the cutoff operation. We'll select the top of the part. And now we've already given you a bunch of different options for cutoff tools. We just want to make sure we select the cutoff tool with the correct orientation. It's going to be this guy, tool number 3. And we're going to leave the parameters the same. Now when we backplot this, we can see that our cutoff tool comes in, parts off just as we expect it to. Now, the last thing we want to do is take a look at simulation. Mill turn, as you know, we can fully simulate in the machine environment, so let's go ahead and do that. Y-axis turning provides the building blocks for A-axis turning, which we will cover in another video. And we understand that changing long-standing turning methods, such as a simple cutoff operation, can be intimidating. But as we know in our industry, change happens quickly, and the Y-axis turning functionality added to Mastercam 2025 will allow you to stay competitive and at the cutting edge of technology.